Hey, it's time to talk money, and we're on your side looking at some changes under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act that might give parents and grandparents new options for investing for college educations. Joining us now to share some insight is financial expert Corey Reamer with the Welsh Group. Good to see you this morning.
Hey, good to see you too.
This is exciting for people who may not only have the traditional options to try to save some money.
Yeah, absolutely. We're all trying to save for our kids. It's always a goal. You take care of yourself first, but if you can put some money aside, they're expensive. Because 7 and a 5-year-old, education, college, trying to help them get housing is expensive.
Oh yeah.
Try to give them a little bit of a jump start. Put a little money away where you can give them something when they graduate and start the working world. They're not having to take on so much debt.
That's a great point. And by the way, when we had the state treasurer on recently talking about Alabama's 529 plan, but what should people keep in mind about custodial accounts and things that could change under the big bill?
Yeah, there's definitely some, you got to make sure you're choosing the right one.
Okay.
There's the UGMAs, the UTMAs, you got to make sure you understand what the tax implications of those are. You've got your 529 accounts, and then you've got your traditional IRAs and your Roth IRAs. So making sure, choosing which one you go with, you've got to understand how they're taxed, how can you take money out. So each one has all these different rules, making sure you're putting money in the right place. If you're saving for education, obviously the 529 is the right option. New rules under the Big Beautiful Bill is, it used to be the rule for K through 12 education, you had $10,000 that you could withdraw for those purposes, only for tuition, curriculum, certain expenses, but now that limit has been bumped up to $20,000.
Oh.
So we got a nice little incentive to continue to contribute to those 529s. You can use those for early education, not just for college accounts. And then you've also got, post-secondary credentials. If you're getting, your CFP certification, which is something that I just went through, you can use those 529 funds where you weren't, they were capped. Now you can use those. You have unlimited access to those funds to go get those post-secondary education.
Is that kind of a game changer?
It is. I mean, it's just something else that you can, everybody always worries about contributing to 529 because it's limited to what you could use the funds for.
Right.
And so now you've got more options, a little bit more flexibility. The great thing is that you're putting that money in now. The earlier you can do it, it's going to grow and be tax deferred. And if you withdraw it for qualified expenses, it's going to be able to come out tax free.
Beautiful.
So you've got some more flexibility, some more incentive of things that you can use those things for.
We got a little time left. I know you might have already touched on it. The Trump account. Could you explain that about that being retirement focused?
Yeah. So this is the new account that just came out, also with a Big Beautiful Bill. It's a Trump account, and it's for kids that you can contribute. Parents can contribute up to $5,000 per year. If your kids are born within 2025 to 2028, the government is actually going to put some seed money in those accounts of $1,000. Opening those accounts and getting that $1,000 in there, still working out the details on that, but that account does turn into more of like an IRA down the road once those kids turn 18. So again, talk to a professional, talk to your financial advisor, make sure you're picking out which account is the right one for you and for your kids.
Well, certainly for people who are on a tight budget, that's certainly a way to help your kids down the road.
Yeah.
Compound interest, help themselves financially.
Yeah, you got $1,000 at birth, and that might be all that you want. You might not want to be contributing any more to that account. Just get that $1,000 and see what happens, over 18
Corey
years.
Reamer with the Welsh Group, appreciate it. All right, if you're a Swiftie, she's got something to add to your blank space on your playlist. That's next.